Animal Crossing. Animal Crossing is a scary game. Animal Crossing is a scary game. Animal Crossing is
not a scary game. The only thing creepy about this game is that freaky bunny. But this game is designed for everyone to play, from the young to the not so young. Nintendo has always wanted Animal Crossing to be a harmless game. However, that all eventually changed. In Animal Crossing New Leaf, the Dream Suite was introduced. This allowed players to visit other players' villages in their dreams. By entering a dream code or allowing Luna to select a random village, you will then be transported to another player's village in a dream state. And while this was a good way to share your village with friends, family, and other players, some used it as an opportunity to tell a story. But the story we're talking about today isn't a happy one, and what I can only describe as the opposite of what Disney did back in the golden age of animation, where he took rather gruesome fairy tales and turned them into child-friendly movies. This player turned this harmless Nintendo game into a thing of nightmares. My dear viewers, let me tell you the story of Aika Village, Animal Crossing's nightmare. In 2012, soon after the release of New Leaf, players started to dream hop in New Leaf, as you were allowed to randomly view other players' villages in the Dream Suite. And of course, eventually, players stumbled upon this infamous village, and let's just say, the players were surprised. Aika Village has many, and I mean many, mysteries, with its unsettling imagery, disturbing musical choices, and indirect storytelling. It truly sparked fear and curiosity in the mind of players, as there is a whole village to explore with loads of items to collect, mazes, pitfalls, dying plant life, and all this was topped off with 3 houses to explore with creepy imagery, and some of them even having mazes. And also with clues that would not only scare, but would make many theorize about what is happening here. And let's not forget that Aika herself can be seen wandering around this village and in these houses, where her text translated from Japanese says, "This is inside my dream." And let us not overlook the animal villagers themselves, as they will also be wearing the same clothes as Aika, as well as having their own dolly item in their homes. There's a lot, and I mean a lot of clues to what is happening in this village. And because of all of this, many debated on what was happening here. And as more players began talking about their experiences while wandering through this village, this then led players to uploading their gameplay of this infamous village to YouTube, where it was exposed to even more players. I would say the best example to my knowledge of this would be when the popular YouTube Let's Player chuggaaconroy visited the town, as his video currently has over 1 million views. It got so popular that loads, and I mean loads, of fan art was created as well. So when you have a dream village that is popular with thousands upon thousands of players visiting it, it makes sense why there were so many theories that have been made about this village. I mean, you have a village here clearly trying to tell a story involving a little girl, her parents, and a doll, but there are just so many things to look at in this village. And let's not forget that more confusion was added to this village, as I heard the original creator updated it. As before, there were some references to a dog being killed, and the mom was searching for it. But all that has been changed. So now, all we have left is the mystery of what happened in Aika Village. Well, we have several theories for this. I would love to go over all of them in detail, but that would probably take a long, and I mean a long time. So I will just tell you what they are here. What is probably the most accepted theory is that Aika was given a killer doll for her birthday from her parents. This doll was sentient and became jealous of the attention Aika gave to her parents. So the doll then killed them with an axe. It was then believed that Aika wanted to escape this living hell from the doll, but this was not your normal type of escape. So Aika either did or attempted to escape through drowning herself. This is represented from the red shoes, like Aika wears, that were left on the beach. This is a reference to her trying to escape through death. As I've been told, in Japan, it is considered to be polite to take off your shoes before passing, as you are now entering the afterlife. Others have speculated that the doll could have been an outlet for Aika's struggles in life, related to her parents fighting maybe, and the doll's existence brought upon a downfall in Aika. I've also heard a good theory that I won't spoil from a small YouTuber, Metal Blade. I will have a link to his video below. I will say, however, that his theory suggests that there is nothing supernatural going on here. Instead, it has something to do with Aika and her relationship with her parents, as they are going through some bad times. Again, I heavily suggest check out the video. But my viewers, that is Aika Village, Animal Crossing's nightmare, and its theories. Now, some of you may be disappointed for the lack of direct answers for this, but you only have the creator to blame. The creator, who goes under the name Garaku, intended for the answers to this village to be mysterious, as he said in an interview that the exact story of this town is meant to be up to the interpretation of those players who visit it. There is no direct answer except for the ones you come up with, which is why I really didn't feel the need to go through multiple theories. As yes, I could tell you exactly how I felt, as truthfully, I have visited Aika Village several times myself and I still don't have an answer for what it is, though I have had a suspicion that the mother isn't actually innocent. Though that's just from me looking at this room, I'm still unsure exactly what is going on here for sure. But as I said before, the creator made this village so that the visitors can choose what they believe happened on this village. Honestly, I've tried to find a story here, but there's just so much information. It's kind of like the opposite of people asking me to cover the aliens in Animal Crossing. I get asked a lot to cover these aliens in the series and their meaning. And honestly, I would if I could, but there's just not enough information about them to make a video on them at this moment. I'll see what I can do in the future for the aliens. But my point is that Aika Village is the complete opposite. There's a lot of information, practically too much information. Just when I think I found a story while playing, I find more stuff that makes me believe something else. There's almost too much stuff here for me to nail down what is happening. But I am determined, as I really feel that there is something sinister about this room with the mother. So I will keep playing till I find my answer to Aika Village. And when I do, I will upload a part 2. But for now, I'm turning to you guys to be the theorists this time, as that is the whole point of Aika Village. So I heavily suggest, if you have New Leaf, visit Aika Village yourself. Here's the code, it still works. And let me know if you guys visited what you guys think happened here. But in the end, I really believe Aika's Village Mysteries is just like the mystery of Zipper T. Bunny. All we can do is theorize, but we may never find out the mystery of this nightmare. But everyone, thank you all so much for watching.